So here with another them that is For Lights. So this game is a visual novel, but one thing is that this game is not like new. Because if you search for Four Lights, it has a specific name for each world because this is divided by 4 worlds, as you can see. So basically, before I don't know when it was that it was released. It was For Lights, first world, second world, and then third world. That the first world was the game, then 2 DLCs that was the second and third. So now they will release 4 Lights that will bring the three worlds, and at the same time they will release the DLC for the fourth world. Don't know if it's gonna be free DLC or it's gonna be paid DLC for the 4 worlds. Don't know about that because developers don't explain. But if you go to Steam page of the game, and in news they explain when it comes out, when will the game come out, and the game and DLC will come out that same day, at July 21st. But then each month, I think it was like August, September, the game will receive always massive CG. I don't know what they mean with massive CG, if it's like when you start the game playing when there is text, if it's that, or animations that the game has, certain things that the game has, that's what calls attention to game too. If it's that, I don't know, because they don't explain what is CG, so I can't say 100% sure what is this massive CG update the game will receive until December. But yeah, so prologue. Only to explain because it starts. Here is prologue before the first world. Okay, this instead of being this place, it's this a place. I don't know if this is the world or should we. This is a place where no light. I think this is a place where no lighter enters. Light does not exist here. There is only evil and endless darkness. At the center is a strange tree that seems out of place. The shape of the tree is more conspicuous due to its fruits, giving off a soft glow. Otherworldly figures are seen beneath it. At a moment glance, they appear somewhat human. Spread around sporadically, these figures are fallen souls that know their time of demise. I'd only lower a little bit more the music, it seems. I guess hell. Shall we go? I brought enough humans who are easy to corrupt. Boss, is this enough? One has brought a human who will set themselves on fire at a mere whisper. Those who use people's hearts to commit evil. Ready to use the minds of those who love the world to whirl into flames. They seem to be gleeful. Jealously, helpless, a soul cloud from living a rock-bottom life. They will fall for it with just a little whisper. Now with a single pound, let's poke the enemy queen by God's rules. Ha! Fireworks right from the start. Very nice. Like how the earth can never depart from spinning on its axis or circling the sun, it is an absolute law that cannot and must not be changed. There exists a strict set of rules in the bout between the two. Let's have some fun. Everyone cheers at the ethereal woman's words. Although strange, they seem familiar with the situation. The curtains fall after the strange meeting. Inside the black iron cage set up outside stands a tall massive tree. Underneath the strange tree are ugly beast-like souls that can be seen forming an organization, Sci-Fi, an organization that governs the human realm. They are known as the Dramp. You see why the artwork is very good, but then there's things that maybe that is the prologue first move, like maybe it's that CG, but if it appears on the prologue, of course. A world where all of humanity owes gifts. Led by the Freilions, the 10th family established in Gahon City became the center of the world and guides humanity forwards. These days, observing has become a habit of mine. I open and close the pocket watch in my hand several times, checking off each thing I see. Even though they exist in the same space, they're all doing different things. Their expressions, the way they talk, the hurried people, the relaxed people, dogs out for a walk, the way they breathe, the trees, the direction of the winds, the shape of the floor tiles, their angles. Every time I hear a click, I remember all the things I've perceived. Concentrating on walking got me to the location faster than I thought it would have. Iruka? Ah, serious, stop coming up from behind me. Iruka below. We have known each other since the middle school, keeping in touch once in a while. It's quite nice to see her with how busy I've been lately, working on requests for my illustrations. I follow behind, feeling with the gift in my pocket. We head to the city district. This area is a zone managed by people from her house. Blue? This Gahan City Blue District. The date is September 21st, 2020. The time is 6 p.m. The only sound that could be heard is the wind that heralds the season of autumn. It's quiet here. There are no cars or airplanes anywhere in the world. Between the giant trees, one-hand buildings lie asphalt roads which have been the norm to be used as sidewalks for the last 10 years. This is because of the Tesser device that have become commonplace. We move to forward part the store in the busting area. To prevent chaos, it's forbidden to test directly into the building. If you pay a single drop of blood and about 2001, you can go anywhere overseas. Overseas is 20k won. God damn. These devices standing in rows along the streets doing their job. At a glance, they look like streets, but they are actually artificial objects made from a special plant. For the first 2 years after this technology spread, there were a lot of incidents and accidents. He took a slower pace for a moment and froze as she looks down at her phone screen. She must have gotten hooked on the terrorist news while scrolling through the page. Aren't these guys sick of it yet? How many times has it been lately? For real, just the ones I've seen recently has to be over 10. That means there are terrorists like them among the people passing by. So our cat is called EB. Iruka scans our surroundings, turning her head this way and that. Most of them are people who lost their jobs because of Tesser. I get it, but taking out on the others and causing damage is just gross. A lot of people die too. Is it really that hard to catch them? You just said why. Because they look like ordinary people? It will be ridiculous to just suspect everyone. So there isn't an organization behind it? I guess they are just good at staying hidden. Not like that's none of our business. As that, who knows if we are next, today or tomorrow, because of people like them. You came straight from work, right? I did. I told them no when they asked me to do the closing shift, then came right after. Iruka stops walking and stares up at the sky, zoning out as if she's counting the stars. It's already been 3 years since I started. The pay's pretty decent though. Do you still write these days? A little? You can't really live alone on just one part-time job. I wonder if I will ever debut. I'm curious, can't you show it to me soon? Nope. Iruka trudges along, kicking at the air as if she's punting an invisible rock, leaving alone. So you are really getting kicked out? They told me to get out right away. Any support like that will exist? I'm gonna end up homeless at this rate. Ibi, do you have a spare room? I don't have any friends I could ask for help. I was gonna ask Ari Uni. That might be better actually. Even though it's a weekday, there are a lot of people coming and going, enjoying themselves. What the? A new play sensation I can't really put into words. Out of habit, I look around. EB, should we print our tickets first? If you zone out again, I'm going in without you. Okay. Ugh, that strange feeling is gone. Was it just my imagination? We came to watch a hero movie that opened yesterday. In front of the lobby, a woman with a bright, upbeat voice is promoting a new smartphone model. Iruka approaches with interest. We still have time. Should we look around first? A man snatched the cheerful woman microphone. Okay. Like, he saw this guy, a gas mask? Judging by the cleric's full-size reaction, it doesn't seem like part of a planned event. Getting a bad feeling, I grab Iruka's hand and hurry away from the shop. Jesus. Don't move if you value your life. The terrorist throws the microphone, causing a loud crackle. Oh my. Because we moved quickly, neither of us got hurt. The blast radius was limited. It seems that the fire hasn't spread over the entire building. Strangely, the trees remain untouched by the flames. The terrorist is coming out from under the tree. It seems that even he is wary of the fire. Let's alert police first. If we test her, we'll be here. If we test her, we'll be there in under a minute. Better than nothing. EB, I feel like they're about to do stuff, so I quickly shake my head. If Iruka moves, she'll draw too much attention. Should I stop time and run away with only Iruka? What deliberate timing of all days today. I know who the enemy is. In a situation where I won't know how they will attack, I need to resolve it clearly so there is no further damage. I'll gather information, assuming to even regress time. Will that guy's ability just simply be fire? Since it interferes with future prediction, I'm desperately hoping no civilians act on impulse. I closely observed the terrorist when sparks flew from the glove he was wearing. I told you not to move! The explosion sounded like it was overlapping. Could it be that he's not alone? Sirens wail in the distance. The police won't be able to rush in recklessly either. The terrorist doesn't seem to mind this at all. Something burns rapidly around the terrorist. Did something just fly by? Huh? Bastard, you crazy bastard, why even try to act like a hero? It must be in a civil acting on impulse. Looks like they try to use their ability and fail. So, they are not normal humans, they have abilities, okay? Terrorists react to an attack coming from a blind spot just like a well-trained soldier. EB, I can't breathe! In a rush, I spit on my arm and cover my mouth with it. Iruka watches me and mimics my action as she steadies her breathing slowly. Civilians scramble to avoid the damage from the explosion. Some even run all the way to the outer corner where we are. It's on! Someone help! Ah! No, it's dangerous! Mommy! The fire is spraying at a touching fast rate. Iruka? A stream of water spreads like a lake around Iruka. As he extinguishes the fire on the child, an unexpected move. Thank you, my baby. It's just water. Oh? Haha! What? Just one hit from terrace and I was sent flying like a loser. I crashed down far from where Iruka is. Ah, that necklace. You bitch, you are part of that house. Even after seeing Iruka's ability, I didn't notice anything off. I must be more shaken up than I thought. This is the first time I've seen it firsthand. They are deep resented toward the Granta House, who developed the tester device, and towards the cruel system ruled by the Ten House. It's an absolute ridiculous way to vent their anger. The combinations were not met. Did I misread his ability? Let's go over fire-related abilities. One of them must be the right answer. Dust explosion, electricity manipulation. You bitch are the reason everyone here is going to burn. I'm not wrong. The tyranny of the house trampling over me has created this hell. If you are going to blame me, blame the house. Losing his composure, he filled his hand with fire, steam bursting out as he was about to shoot it towards Iruka. You bitch! The terrorist shouts up as puts his hand over his ear, turning his head. Don't make me laugh, it's already started. Now that it's come to this, we have to teach them a lesson. I'm sorry, right here, you guys can figure it out on your own. What? Evacuate? Stop talking bullshit. Something went off. He must have destroyed something that was in his ear by exploding it. I then saw it, a light in his hands, and a bullet flashed through my mind. I remember learning it. Steam blurs the film around us. I already predict most of his behavioral patterns. Watching him losing interest in me, I pull out my pocket watch that started loudly clattering, the ability to increase and control the burn range. Die! So we control time, okay. Weeping the blood that trickles from my eyes, I look around. These butterflies are devices that show the range in which we can move within. Oh no, we don't go at time. Maybe we stop time, is it? Clutching my troubled head with one hand, I reached out towards Iruka lying on the ground. All I had to do was stop it, but there was too many variables. I'm sorry, Iruka. As I pull her away from thirst, my strength gives out from searing pain as I nearly collapse. Someone catch me. Let's rest for a moment. Gather information. Pirius. Right. I managed to stop time. Now I need to gather as much information as possible, and if I can, return to the past and take preemptive action. Okay, so we can stop time and then go back on time. Okay. It would be ideal if I could identify the accomplice right away. Okay, so we can do both. So basically each one has an ability. Okay. Go back in time to root. September 21st, 6:20. My shift ended much later than I thought. Anyways, I wonder why he's so late. He usually calls me when he's late. I've been waiting for him for at least half an hour. Did something happen? There seems to be something going on over there. Well, whatever. What? Why did you come from that way? Sorry, I'm late. What's with you? You are being all weird. A terrorist attack. It was already on the news. Oh, it was the #1 search news online. Once I had enough information, I turned back time. So showing, went to the parts store beforehand and froze time right after terrorists showed themselves. If you strike terrorists hard at the nape of their neck in these types, stop a space and then release the ability. Even someone as weak as me can knock them out easy. From what I found, there was about 3 accomplices. When the terrorists suddenly collapsed, a few brave citizens decided to subdue them, then escape. After the police arrived and wrapped up the situation, it was confirmed that there were no other explosives or hazards, allowing the department store to go back to business as usual. For the record, there were no fatalities, only 2 victims suffered minor burns. I couldn't protect the cell phone store as I needed to leave some evidence for terrorist attack. Because I removed all the explosives beforehand, the damage wasn't as bad as before. Normally, I wouldn't have been able to go as far as regressing time, but I was told that Iruka suffered severe burns around the respiratory system. The conditions for rewinding were met. So you need to meet certain conditions to go more back on time, because if they aren't met, you can't. No wonder it was so chaotic. Thank God you didn't get hurt. Why were you even there acting like an idiot? You said to meet at the park. I was going to print the tickets ahead of time. I didn't think I'll get caught in a terrorist attack. Who even print tickets these days? Sit, you are all messy. I sit on a nearby chair and look up at Iruka. She's wearing my messed up necktie. Did she put on perfume? Now that I can smell it, I get even more embarrassed. I guess everyone got numb to terrorist attacks. Seriously, well, we all got to make money, right? Nothing else happened while you were waiting? Nope, alright then. You can see that the translation to English is not like perfect, but they say when the game gonna be released, maybe they will improve more at the same time. So I suppose it's better to stay with Hiroki instead of going home like this. And I did want to watch a movie too. Let's go get some popcorn. Okay. That was a well made. It was fun. The satisfying hero movie, 2.5 hours flew by. I'm glad we watched it. I was nervous something would up, but at some point I was fully focused on the movie. They will probably make it to a series again, right? If it does well at the box office, they might crank them out. I'm still glad the ending was clean, it was fun. Hiro walks naturally towards a certain place. You used to like this place, right? Eat whatever you want today. Feel like eating this? A famous pasta place, thankfully it doesn't look that there are that many people waiting. She's writing my name down again, I wonder why. You are not coming here on purpose just because you don't like it, are you? Nope. The clerk calls us over. He makes a point of calling my name and showing me to my seat. I sit down and arrange the bowls and cups are probably on the table. Iruka follows suit and picks up the menu and browses through it. I join her in looking through the menu. Because I regress at time, the small talk I had with Iruka became something that never happened. It feels a bit unfortunate. But she's alive, so that's enough. Do you still write these days? Yeah. What about you? Me, I've just been taking on freelance projects one by one. Nice that you are consistent. Are you really that curious about what I wrote? I am. If you do me a favor, I'll show you. What kind? The Thanksgiving festival is coming up soon. Want to go together? I can go too? That's what I heard. I didn't know either, but Ariuni told me. Oh, sure. Be my bodyguard. The Thanksgiving festival banquet where the house gathered to welcome autumn. In other words, a party for nobles. Since a terrorist attack could happen again, just like today. When is it? It's October 1st. I'll introduce you to Uni too. My family will all be there too, but you won't have to meet them, don't worry. She was about to say something, but stops to take a drink of water instead, and then goes into coughing fit. Did you catch a cold again? I take medicine all the time, and it's not like I never go to the hospital. Sorry. Whenever she feels a cough coming on, she covers her mouth with the crook of her elbow. She looks drained, so I take out the gift I had in my pocket. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Open it when you get home. Why, what's inside? Don't you usually open it right away? Because I'll be kind of embarrassed. What are you saying? Alright. So, is she sick because she's always coughing? Because we asked if she got a cold, but she said no? Huh. After seeing Hiruk off, I also turn on. Good times like these go by so quickly. I wonder if Hiruk is okay. She coughed a lot even while we were eating. When the trace is happened, I thought it was due of smoke, but now that I think about it, she's been coughing for a while, even before the attack happened. Although it doesn't seem like she has any other symptoms, I'm still worried. If only there were other people who care about her more. Even though nothing happened for 5 years. A chilly wind, the illusion that someone is watching. It begins, night melts into light. So this is in the other world, right? From what understanding. A caged world with ghastly atmosphere. Oh, annoying. The plan went awry. It's no use anymore. There were no signs that something like this could happen. What kind of ability is it? If I had burned his esophagus, then you wouldn't have lived. That's a shame. Got any more usual humans? Boss, give me something to play with. The rest were all caught off guard. The hand that they had prepared was rather useless. The plan had failed before it had even begun. Haha, haha. Huh, it has to be one of the Apostles' abilities. I've got a rough sense of it. Let's move on to the next plan. They were given the opportunity to take out the enemy queen with their own punch, upon the chessboard of the crusade against gods. The one draped in a crimson cloak vows to not let her guard down. Looking up at the dark sky, she reveals the greed hidden in her heart, the desire to hold on to this place for even a moment longer. The more you care about someone, the more miserable they will become. Lucifer, the fallen angel, gazes up with a sinister look, then falls deep in thought again. To bring EB down, God must be stirred into action. Otherwise, interference will continue to grow, all because it will only take one word from God to change everything. Now that the preliminary investigation is over, let's start targeting EB surrounds directly. So we are the primary targets. With that thought in hand, Lucifer springs into action. All the ramps and fallen angels are on the move. The final crusade has begun. Hive, Dream Pace, the World Converge plan. Maybe it's this that is a massive CG update. Do you see? Because it's like I understand. Doesn't have music, but it's like I didn't take out music. Tefamus and Lucifer, ordinary people. A grand tale of revenge. These are the girls from the worlds against Lucifer. The first world, that is this. The second world, the third world, that existed too. The fourth world is the one that never existed as DLC, and now they will release. Here stands a traitor. Those who betray our gods. Now let us raise a toast command of the heavenly most Martian. You exploit the very concept of death are the cause. All of this up because of you alone. Our fury. Our resentment. Now, in this very place, all force prepare for the battle. Against Lucifer. My god, I just you have spoke. This shall be the final deal. So Lucifer, that is this girl, and then against those four worlds. But doesn't have music in here. It's like I have musical here, and I only decrease a little bit. Two person develop, one person studio, here showing who makes the game. It's only two people that make Urban Fantasy Visual Novel, count on Steve Stove on July 22nd. 22nd for me is 21st, of course. But basically, you have the prologue is this the introduction of the story for you to understand your powers. Right, that you can stop time, and if you get all the conditions met, you can go back on time. And then it's gonna be each world. So it starts Iruka, and then I think it's this, and then Marker, because it talks about that there is a traitor between us. That they talk about this one. So that is like the four world that never existed, because again, I explained, the game exists. There is like first world, and then second world and third world were DLCs, but the fourth world never existed. So now they're gonna release the three world together on July 22nd, like it says, but 21st for me. And then the fourth world at the same day of the release, they will release a DLC, the fourth world. I don't know if it's gonna be paid or free, only the developers can say. And then until December, they will launch massive CG updates. I think it's those scenes that you saw there, scenes that appear in there that are not like in this mode of visual novel, is more action that you see. That maybe it's that, I don't know, because again, they say about massive CG, but they don't explain what they mean. I think that's the problem too. So like, in terms of feedback, there is no feedback because it's a visual novel, right? Let's gonna be honest. There isn't, for visual novels there is never feedback, because yes, the English could be improved, but until the release, they say they will release with English. They can improve to the English, but again, they are from Asia. So there is always a issue with being perfect, the perfect English, right? We can't blame that. But the only thing that I'll say for developers is put a news, or on Steam page, a news saying if the DLC is going to be paid or not, like that the players know immediately if they need to pay for the fourth world or not, and explain, give an example of what they mean with massive CG update, like show how it is before and how it's gonna be after, like that the players have a notion of what is for them an update for CG. It's the only thing that I'll say, because there is nothing else. But it's like, it's a cool game because it's a fantasy visual novel. There will be action and it seems cool. Of course, the prologue that explains a little bit is confused because you don't understand very well, right? Because you are like, you can stop time. Yes, you understand your character, EV. You're gonna be the target of Lucifer, but then it's like those 10 houses, right? Because there is that city in the center and then the house right around. It's 10 houses, but you only gonna see the 4. Right, that was like blue house and like that, but then like you're gonna see the girls, you don't, it's like you know that Hiruka, but it's from school, but each one has a power, but like they don't explain how they obtain the powers, but that's a thing that maybe it will be explained more. Maybe, but like if you like visual novels, the artwork is good artwork, I can say that. But if you like visual novels, you're gonna enjoy this one because it's the story, the artwork, they are good. But you need to like visual novels. If you don't like, it's gonna be hard for you to like. But yeah, so give it a shot to them, play. If you like it, don't forget to wishlist the game, because it helps the game to get more visibility, and when it comes out, you are notified. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys on next time.